Today on Outdoor University, goose hunting on the Mississippi River in Illinois and wild turkey in Florida.
It's time for Outdoor University with Charlie Ingram and Dirt King. Join nationally known outdoorsmen Charlie Ingram and Dirt King as they give you the inside tips on hunting. Whether you're after white-tailed deer, wild turkey, elk, or ducks and geese, Outdoor University can teach you all the fine points that will make you a better hunter.
Hey guys, close them holes up a little bit now.
Outdoor University starts this day just below ground level, hunting snow geese and blue geese along the Mississippi River.
Everybody get covered up good.
Yeah. It's a good way to spend a late February day in southern Illinois.
Tom Burns Goose Club is right where the Ohio and Mississippi rivers meet near the town of Olive Branch at the very southern tip of Illinois.
Behind you.
Get him, Alice.
We're actually down here in the very tip of Illinois, and just a matter of a few miles over to the east is the Ohio River, so we're surrounded by a river right here, either the Mississippi or the Ohio.
Old Dirt is taking Alice Polocheva, the president of CZ USA, on her very first snow goose hunt. And it's not like any hunt they've been on before. For one thing, the weather's too good.
Dirt, we hunted in the rain, in the snow, right? And look at this. Doesn't get any better than that.
No, that's good.
Yeah. I guess that's a dream for every woman, you know, just hunt in a nice weather.
Really?
Most of the women, at least.
Most of the women, I see.
Yeah.
Alice, Tom, and Dirt are shooting the CZ712 in 3 and 3.5 inch Magnum. It's the same 12 gauge they've used for turkey, doves, and quail on some of their other hunts, but these shots are a little longer, 45 or even 50 yards.
Get ready, Alice. Get him, Alice.
Yo, all right, he's down.
Good job.
I think that was a blue, did you say blue?
This is about as good a place to shoot geese as you're going to find, right in the fork of two major rivers, near woods, near a big lake, and right next to the Horseshoe Lake State Wildlife Preserve.
You find most of the traffic coming out of the refuge or on the river on the snows?
Well, for the snow geese, we shoot more geese off the river, migrating up and down the river, but we will get a good population there of snow geese on the refuge, but you burn them out pretty quick when you're hunting in the same field day after day.
Right.
They're hunting out of a pit made from an old tanker truck. Tom pulled the tank off the trailer, cut it open, and buried it about chest deep. Put some camo on top, and that makes a fine place to sit and watch the geese come in.
Good.
I think the most exciting thing is to wait whether they make the turn, you know?
Yeah.
Please come back.
Good.
Let's go. Come on, go.
Whoa! Oh my God.
This is a big place, and Tom has a lot of decoys. He's not completely sure how many, but it's at least 2,500. And he knows it takes 4 men 2 full days to bring them all in.
There may be 3,000. We really, like I said earlier, we just put them out till the barn's empty, so I don't know how many we for sure got out of it.
Those are not live snow geese you're hearing. That's an electronic CD caller playing recordings of live snows and blues. Electronic calls are legal here and in a lot of other places, but it's always a good idea to check with the local wildlife officers wherever you go to make sure you're within the law. You can use electronic calls, you can use flags. The season is several weeks longer on snow geese, and you can take as many as you want. Snows and blues tear up the vegetation a lot worse than Canadas do. They don't just eat the plants, they pull them out of the ground, and they can turn a green field dry and bare in a few days. And the population of snows and blues is growing so fast that in some places they're starting to crowd the other species out.
It's getting to be so many snows. This is an equitable way to fix the problem. At least it's equitable to me, I should say.
These electronic calls and all the things that they've done to help a guy shoot them, that's the key. They're really tough to hunt with just a regular mouse call.
Yeah, when you kill them with a mouth call, it's generally because they're committing suicide, you know. They just kind of fly in. They're working pretty good to this spread. That flagging seemed to hook them right over the top, too.
Well, it'll get them that last 15, 20 yards a lot of times when you, you know, to really get you a good close shot.
Yeah, they're starting to do a little. Okay, here we go.
Okay, come on.
Straight up.
Come on.
Well, there's four. Four of them. Look, he's going to go in by the trees. All right. We're over here in southern Illinois hunting these snows and blues with Tom Burns. If you want to kill some of these late season birds, you need to give him a call. Tom's got, looks like 2,500 decoys out or more here, and we've already killed a few geese. Thought we'd better talk to you a little bit before we continued on. Got Alice Polocheva with us today, CZ USA president, and of course Tom Burns down there. James, he's been up here dogging for us all morning, and it's been pretty good. We're having a really good time. We got something coming, so we'll be back just in a minute.
Outdoor University will be right back with more goose hunting from Illinois right after this.
We're in southern Illinois goose hunting along the Mississippi River with Dirt King and Alice Polocheva.
The extended season on snows and blues here in Illinois allows hunters like Dirt and Alice to stretch their shooting a little further at the end of the winter.
Good part about this is these seasons are really liberal, the whole thing. If you like pulling the trigger on waterfowl, this snow and blue business is pretty good. You need to make sure you get a chance to talk to Tom so he can get you hooked up for next year. Because it's a lot of fun. He's got the right spots. Southern Illinois, snows and blues.
Alice spends a lot of time in the office as president of CZ USA. More time than she wants to, really, because she'd rather be outside doing something like this.
So you're beginning to really like this goose hunting, huh?
I am. Well, we had a chance to spend, you know, a lot of time together, so I'm actually becoming to like you too. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But the birds help, though.
I know it's TV and all, but I wouldn't get carried away. I'll tell you one thing, though. I'm not sure that waterfowl hunting's not the best of it all. It's something about it. This is a little different than what we've been doing, but it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It is.
Tom's got the right place. Pretty good day, Tom. At least it's all I wanted to carry.
They end up with 12 geese between the three of them. Not a huge dent in the local goose population, but still a day that a lot of goose hunters would brag about. The day is just beginning, and a tornado warning is just ending. The weather is what you could best call unsettled, still windy and trying to rain. Old Dirt is about to head into the woods in search of the Osceola turkey, and Charlie is already there.
You know, my buddy Charlie, he's already been in the woods for an hour and a half. And I thought this was early. Whew. I hadn't heard a single thing gobble yet. The owls got going pretty good. It was still, when we were walking out here, it was still too dark to run the camera, but we're in total anticipation of hearing one gobble any time now. And we think it's going to be over in that timber across that pasture. The owner says that's generally where they roost. Y'all stay tuned, because this Osceola turkey hunting is getting ready to crank wide open. Anytime.
We're on the Gulf side of Florida, right above St. Petersburg, near the town of Land O'Lakes. Our host is Larry Castro, maker of Castaway game feeders, and you can see how well those work. Charlie and Dirt are hunting a combination of pasture and thick woods.
Well, we've been out here 10 minutes or so. Hadn't heard a bird. I'd really rather them just gobble on their own. But now we're gonna see if we can get these owls kind of cranked up, so let's give it a hoot. I may have to work on my hooter.
The Osceola turkey is found only in Florida. It's a little smaller and darker in color than the much more common eastern wild turkey. That's ideal camouflage for the pines, palmettos, and live oaks where the Osceola lives.
I'll set these decoys.
Dirt sets out his decoys, hoping to attract the attention of a lovesick gobbler in a stretch of woods across a large pasture.
Man, the motion on those decoys is good, isn't it? Look at there. Woo! Let's see, there's 21 yards, so these are 22 to 23 and a half yards away. Just right. I'm gonna bet you he marches right up over there, and I'm gonna shoot him. I hope it just under the fence at 30 yards, but maybe a little further. I don't know, I got my big gun today.
This lone gobbler didn't need too much of a reason to make the decision to cross the field. With a little encouragement from Old Dirt, the wary Tom gets within range of the CZ 712.
Come out, boy. Come out. Come out. Come out. Come on. You on him, Roscoe? Here we go. Damp. Well, you know, we had a little dab of a bet going. Whew. I hadn't heard anybody else shoot. I may actually win the chili dog tonight or something. CZ shotgun, 3.5 inch, did very good. I'm gonna tell you, we're even lucky to being able to do this, because I can tell you it's getting ready to come a flood. They got tornado warnings and all that business around Tampa. Good beard. Aren't these Osceolas, look how they are iridescent, greenish. Been strutting. Okay, it's a fan on this one. Boy, isn't that pretty. Yep. Big old hooks. Limb hangers. It's a great bird. It's been a good time. And as late as it's getting now, I'm gonna bet we don't hear another shot. So I'll have to listen to all that grief tonight, but you know, I kind of like being the guy that gets the shot. Hey, we've had a good time. See you again shortly, and I hope my old partner Charlie at least gets a shot. I don't want him to miss one, but I don't want it to be too easy either, you know. It needs to be one of those 42, 45 yard whacks.
I'm gonna try to go up here and set up. I really don't want them to spook me this afternoon. I'm just trying to figure out where they're gonna be roosting and move into position after dark.
Charlie's morning hunt has turned into some afternoon scouting.
Turkey right in front of me.
With any luck, tomorrow morning the scenery will be filled with Osceolas instead of whitetails. That's next here on Outdoor University. Charlie gets an early start. He's making his way to a spot that he hopes will be productive. It doesn't take long for the action to start. A group of jakes like this one is fun to watch, but Charlie knows if he's patient, he's bound to find a big old gobbler.
You know, Ingram, he's out there flailing around, but I'll tell you what he did. He called up a whole plethora of jakes. But you know how Charlie is. He's not much on shooting unless it's one that he really, really wants to pick out. So he kind of let him go, but Old Dirt didn't.
While Charlie is watching jakes on the open ground, Dirt is in the woods and calling hard. And it's not long before he has a shot.
but there's a little too much brush in the way, and Dirt would rather let this one go than take a chance.
Back over here.
Dirt hears another one, maybe 400 or 500 yards away, but getting closer.
I believe he's gonna come around because it's so thick right there. He'll probably come around the edge of the field. Okay. I still think he's gonna come up to the field and come in. And I got plenty of shots right here. Listen to him. He's doing it. Make sure you got a place cleaned out. Good enough you can sit down without making a lot of noise. I'm getting kind of hurried now. That gobble there sounded like it was 300 yards maybe. I think he's gonna probably come right through there. I hear him, I hear him, I hear him, I hear him. I guess it's coming to me because it's kind of quiet. Well, that's 2 for 2. This gun has already been trained, I guess. How about that? But I think he's right here. Osceola gobbler. Man, you rattled a little bit too long, didn't you? Good gosh, look at this spurs on this thing.
This is a pretty big turkey for an Osceola, and not bad for an Eastern.
You know that old CZ 712, buddy, it's working on them pretty good. It's a mighty nice shotgun. Look at the hooks on that thing. Boy, he's been strutting. My goodness. Osceola, did he gobble or what, huh? Man, oh man, I don't know how many times he's gobbled this morning, but you'd think he'd be hoarse. Okay, well, we'll go see if Charles has got one.
The way it turned out, Dirt had the only turkey today. Charlie's one chance was the only chance he got. But they will be back when the season starts up again.